An inquest has heard about the final moments of a woman who drowned after her dog went into a river at a nature reserve. Seonaid Patel, 35, was walking her 4 dogs on June 13 when the incident happened at Moulton Marsh Nature Reserve near Spalding. The hearing was told that she went searching for her dog Goose after he disappeared. Another man who has spoken to her moments earlier saw her blow her dog whistle before she went off to look for the pet. But the inquest heard that although Goose soon came out of the water, the only sign of Ms. Patel was a mobile phone and a pack of cigarettes on the side of the bank. The man, Robert Hyams, called for her repeatedly before ringing 999. A major search was then carried out by police, Coast Guard, underwater search teams, and fire crews. They later found Ms. Patel's body located between a wall and a barge in the river not far from where she was last seen. But how she came to her death remains unclear. Police restricting access to the water. Ms. Patel, who had previously worked for the NHS, met Mr. Hyams, who was walking 2 dogs, shortly before the incident. The hearing was told that the dogs went in and out of the water as Ms. Patel and Mr. Hyams walked along the riverbank alongside the river welland. All but one of the dogs came out of the water. But it was at this point that Ms. Patel became concerned about Goose, so the 35-year-old went down a section of the steep riverbank. She called out and blew her dog whistle, but the hearing was told that he was nowhere to be seen. Mr. Hyams continued looking for the dog and walked around to the other side of the bank. Goose then came out of the water. As he arrived back at the location at which he had last seen Ms. Patel, he realized she was nowhere to be seen. Speaking at the inquest into Ms. Patel's death, Mr. Hyams said, "I went to the other side and Goose came out of the water. I called Seonaid and told her to blow her whistle. She was nowhere. I kept calling her and I called 999. Her partner Anthony Gray, giving evidence at the inquest, said he and Seonaid had been together for around 6 years. He said, "She was born in South Wales and was divorced. We had 4 dogs between us. She was a strong swimmer. The dogs are all well behaved and would come back when called. The dogs had been swimming in ponds but not in the river before. She met another walker while out on the walk, which she did regularly. One of her dogs did not return and she thought he was struggling." He said that he did not think she would have gone into the river to look for the dog. "There is no evidence that she went into the water," he said. "She had a bruise on her head that was not there when she went out in the morning. I had explained to her about the dangers of the river and cannot see why she would have intentionally gone into the water." A post-mortem examination was carried out and the cause of death was confirmed as drowning. Coroner Murray Spittle said it was unclear if she had gone into the water after her dog or if she had fallen. He recorded a conclusion of accidental death. Shock and heartbreak after death of woman at nature reserve. Her death shocked the local community. Speaking at the time, Pam Bailey, who lives near the nature reserve, said, "It churns me up inside to think this poor woman didn't make it out of the water alive. I cannot even bear to think about how her family must be feeling." Thomas Redding, 44, said, "My heart breaks for the family. It's the kind of news every parent dreads." That knock on the door from the police saying something has happened. Dog walker Ken Ritchie, 49, added, "I came to the marsh to walk Pepsi but was turned away by the police who said they had been searching for a woman. The sad thing is when the police are anywhere for a long time after someone has entered the water, you know it isn't going to be good news. So young, my thoughts are with her family at this heartbreaking time. I know how it feels losing someone close as my dad recently passed away and that was of natural causes.